What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean Peter Blumfgott. Hey! And we are back again. Let me take these off real quick. Alright, so we are back again with another Road to Laughtale stream. Today we will be talking about the one that dropped recently, part 4. Chapter 4, I guess. I don't know if it's chapter, part, whatever. We're just gonna go part 4, right? So this is Road to Laughtale, part 4 that's gonna be the title of today's stream, right? So yeah. So, you know, I've been thoroughly enjoying these little gems Oda have been giving us with the Road to Laughtale, with just a little bit of little tidbits of information, right? We see some of the designs that Oda considered with some of these characters, right? Like some of the art choices, which probably would have also affected some of the character personality choices. You know, like some with Yamato, he kind of wanted to make her, or wanted to make Yamato feminine and like not really wanting to be like Odin or identifying as Odin or a man. Like in some of the art designs, the character would have been probably against Odin. So it's curious. It's curious to kind of go over some of that, right? Because it makes you think what the story would have been. Like it would have been vastly different if Oda would have went that route, and how different would the story have been? How vastly different would it have been? So yeah, we're getting a little of those. We're getting some other tidbits. Like of course, like stuff about Yonko, stuff about the like Kaido, Shanks, Blackbeard. I want to say some. I think we got some Warlord stuff as well. I think the last one. Let me look. Let me look real quick just to kind of get an idea. Well, before we go any further though, before we go any further with talking about the Road to Laughtale and everything, first let me say, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also follow me on Twitch. I will be moving my Twitch stream, or my YouTube streams over to Twitch. I'm gonna be moving my live streams to Twitch. That goes for video games. That goes for the One Piece stuff. My Berserk read throughs. All that will be being moved over to Twitch. I want to say this Sunday. This Sunday is, we get that new chapter, the new One Piece chapter this Sunday. So that will be the official move. So make sure, if you want to catch that and all my other streams, make sure you follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description with everything else. As well, if you're looking for a One Piece community to be a part of, we have the Discord and we have the Facebook group. So all of those will be linked in the description box below. So y'all make sure y'all, hit me up on my social medias, right? So yeah, we pretty much the last Road to Laughtale, we talk a little bit about Joy Boy, Luffy's sun god Nika form, we kind of get a good list of all the devil fruit users, right? Like we get a list of all the Promethea users, and which is probably the most, like, the Promethea class of devil fruits is probably the most common devil fruit, right? Because we've seen more Promethea users than we've seen Zone or Logia. Logias are going to be probably the smallest class. Then you have the zones, which is probably like the second most common class. But even within zones, there's subcategories. You got the normal zones, like Chopper, Rob Lucci, Kaku, like most of CP9. Then you have the ancient zones, right? You have the ancient zone, which is most of the Toby Ropo, like Black Maria. Hers, I don't know why her devil fruit is considered an ancient zone when it's a spider. That's pretty common. You know, that's not an ancient animal, but it's still considered ancient zones. Page one, Alti, Sasaki, King, Queen, X Drake. You know, probably one of the early ancient zones that we've seen. Yeah, and then we even have the rarer class of devil fruit or zone devil fruits, right? Which they're probably just as rare as Logias, you know, if not rare. I think Logia still may be the rare cause cause the Logia category is probably the smallest category as far as devil fruits, right? Well, I'll take that back. So yeah, the mythical class is probably going to be this is a lot rarer than the Logias, right? Um, we got like the Kaidos, the Marco, Kaido, Yamato, Katarina Divine, Sengoku, because you know Sengoku got the Buddha Devil Fruit. It's kind of like a deity, right? And Luffy's Devil Fruit, right? Luffy, the Hito no Mi model Nika. Model Nika. I almost forgot. You know, I was trying, you know, there's a couple Hito no Mi, so I had to make sure I said the right one, right? But one thing that kind of strike me as weird is that the fact that Luffy's Devil Fruit is on here on the in the Road to Laughtale. It was categorized in the Promethea, and it was also categorized in the mythical zone, right? Now, I kind of chalk that out as the fact that for most of the story, we known it to be a Promethea devil fruit. You know, the Gumu Gumu no Mi. That's what we known it to be. But that's not its real name, so I don't consider it two different devil fruits. It's just, it was, in order to hide its true nature, you know, the world government kind of gave it a different name. You know, they renamed it. So, you know, that was that. But yeah, and we also got some artistic concepts of Yamato for Yamato and everything. And we also seen a map of Wano, right? And where everybody was in, I want to say part two. All the Straw Hats or all the characters were, their locations were in Wano during part two. I don't know why Oda felt the need to put that there and not like go through the other parts as well. But you know, hey, a lot of these are just random facts, right? You know, I'm not mad at it, right? I'm not mad at it. And yeah, so you know, I think it's dope that we really get to see some of this information. Oda kind of reminding us certain things that we might have forgotten, or putting things in perspective that we might not have ever really put together ourselves. You know, kind of like Roger's timeline back in, I want to say Road to Laughtale, either 1 or 2, right? So, you know, I never actually thought about Roger's timeline. There's probably some people in the chat that probably put it, or not in the chat, but there's probably some people in the community that put together Roger's timeline. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad, I really appreciate Oda really putting some stuff in perspective with these Road to Laughtale chapters. You know, so today we are going to go into Road to Laughtale Part 4 or Chapter 4, whichever one you want to consider. Right? So, let's get to it. I don't want to waste much time. I've been fasting for the past 2 days, so my energy's a little low. So, you know, the stream probably won't be too long, right? It probably won't be that long, you know. So, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so we got the Road to Laughtale, and we got Road to Laughtale Volume 4. So that's what it is. Volume, not chapter, but Volume 4. And we got so we got a gear 5th Luffy on the front page, you know, in his Nika form. All right. On the side it says, will Luffy and his crew finally make it to the last island, Laughtale? what is waiting for them there. The adventure to find the One Piece is near its climax. Yeah, man. It really is looking like we are headed towards the end game for these next few years, right? Because Oda even gave us a message talking about, look, you know, we're finally in the end game. You know, I'm finally going to start dropping some of the secrets in the world. Like a lot of questions will be answered, all of that good stuff. So it looked like we're in the end game of One Piece, which is it's kind of like it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet, right? It's bittersweet because first off, we got it's like we as a fan, it's like sometimes you just don't want it to end. You know what I mean? As a fan, you don't want it to end. But at the same time, you do want it to end because it's like you want to see how it wraps up. We want to know all these secrets that we've been talking about for so long. We want to know what the One Piece is. We want to know what's at Laughtale. We want to see Luffy become Pirate King. Me personally, I want to see if I'm right about them destroying the Red Line and all that, which I think is going to happen. I don't know if that's really associated with the One Piece. I believe it is, but it could just be like maybe somebody says like, look, maybe Luffy's like, look, we gotta get rid of this to combine the world. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I think that's definitely kind of I think that's important, right? So it's a lot of secrets that we haven't uncovered yet that I'm still really interested to get the answers to. But as a One Piece fan, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want the story to end, man. But yeah, all right. So, like I said, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's something that has to happen. It has to happen. I know there's a lot of people that hate One Piece that want it to end. I'm like, bro, if you don't watch the series, why do you care if it ends or not? Like that's like the stupidest logic I ever. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like the series, if you don't follow or you don't like the series, why are you so determined for it to end? It's just like you just it's clear hate though. It's clear hate. All right. All right, so we got this little cover story, Road to Laughtale. We got a sketch of Luffy, right? So now I'm kind of thinking this volume will probably get sketches of Luffy, right? Like maybe some alternate designs Oda might have been thinking about with this whole sun or with this whole Nika transformation. Maybe Oda has some other plans, right? So let's continue. All right. It's the table of contents. Let me move this off my screen. All right. So we got a One Piece data bounty rankings. Okay. So now we're about to get, I guess we're going to get all the characters with the highest bounties to possibly the lowest bounties we know. Maybe not every bounty, but hold on. Then again, it do kind of look like, it kind of look like we're going to get every bounty and it's going to be ranked, right? Which is dope because now we get to see each character, where they fall in the highest, the highest, the lowest bounties, right? We got Angel Room in the building. Shout out to him. He says, yo, look like you made this stream today. Look like you made today's stream. All right. Let's get to it. All right. So, coming in at number 1 with the highest bounty, which we already know, right? We already know this from I forgot what chapter it was. It was the chapter where we got all the Yonko bounties and Goldie Rogers bounty and Whitebeard's bounty as well. So, coming in at number 1 is Goldie Roger. Now look, some of these could change because there are some bounties that we don't know of, kind of like Monkey D. Dragon. We don't know his bounty. He could be higher than Whitebeard. Like I don't know if he's going to be higher than Roger, but Dragon could have the highest bounty, or he could have the second highest bounty. or even the third. We don't know, right? So until we get that, this list is subject to change, right? As well as some of the other straw hats like Zoro and Sanji, like they can go up, right? They can go up on this list. We don't know where they fall, you know. Um so but this is just as far as all the known bounties. Uh okay. So, and you say, I'll fall at the top. You fall at the top. But you're not. But you're Mr. One. How do you fall at the top? Mr. One is like somewhere at the bottom. Come on, man. We know this. We know this, Mr. One. Stop it, Mr. One. uh, and he said, "Sorry, man. Been having to do some stuff during the weekdays." Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad. Then you said Dragon probably going to have one or two. I don't know, maybe three. I could see him probably knocking Kaido down, but I don't know if he's going to surpass Whitebeard. You know, I don't know. Could I don't think he's going to have one though. I think Roger might always maintain. I think the only person that may surpass Roger in bounty is going to be Luffy. I think Luffy is going to be the only person who surpasses Roger. I don't think Dragon will. I think he may be number two though. He might surpass Whitebeard or Kaido, if he doesn't surpass White. I mean, if he does surpass Whitebeard, he's surpassing everybody else. But he could surpass Whitebeard, or he could just surpass Kaido. I think realistically, I don't know if he's going to surpass Whitebeard, but I could see him having the third highest bounty. But yeah, so let me read what it says here right quick. It says, from legendary great pirates to the rookies of the new age, an up-to-date list of the highest known bounties. The world scrabbles to respond to the dethroning of two of the emperors. Will someone surpass Roger's bounty and become the most wanted pirate of all time? I kind of find that interesting that they say the most wanted pirate and not just person. You know what I'm saying? It specifically says the most wanted pirate, but there's like the revolutionaries. They probably have bounties too, but they're not considered pirates. So, what does that say? Is that saying that Dragon does have the highest bounty? It could. You could be on to something, Angel. Maybe Dragon has the most the highest bounty, right? Because it only said the most wanted pirate of all time, not the most wanted person or character. All right, so let's get through these bounties, right? Let's get through these bounties. All right, starting off at number one, like I said, we have the Pirate King Gold D Roger coming with 5,564,800,000 berries. Okay. At number two, we got Edward Newgate, and he has a whopping total of 5,046,000,000 berry bounties. Angel said, he was called the most wanted man when Whitebeard was alive, so most likely higher than Whitebeard. I don't know about Roger though. Most wanted. Yeah, good point. And I agree. I could picture him having a higher bounty than Whitebeard, but I don't know about Roger. I don't know. It's possible. I'm not going to argue against that and say it's impossible or unlikely. It's very likely. Like just think about it. We still haven't got Dragon's bounty. We got Eric, we got Goldie Rogers bounty. We got Shanks, we got Roger, we got all those bounties. But why are they holding out to giving us Dragon's bounty? Maybe because he does have the highest bounty, Maybe because he does, you know. All right, so in third place we have the world's strongest creature. Self, proclaim. You know, hey, I'm gonna say something that people not gonna agree with. People probably gonna call me dumb. I don't care. I don't care if Luffy beat Kaido. I still believe Kaido is probably the strongest living character right now. I still do. There was a lot of variables with that defeat of Kaido, so it's not like it. It's not like Luffy just beat him 1-on-1. Like they were both. They both started from zero. Like they both started at 100%, and Luffy beat him. Now, if that was the case, I'll concede that Kaido's the like Luffy has surpassed Kaido, but it was a lot of foolery that happened before that happened. Like before Luffy was able to beat Kaido. Matter of fact, Kaido beat Luffy already 3 times by the time Luffy beat him 1 time, right? So I'm just throwing that out there. I still believe Kaido is stronger than Luffy, and I think he is the strongest living Yonko at the moment. You know. I think Blackbeard is probably the only person. I think Blackbeard probably will be the strongest. Outside of I think Luffy and Blackbeard will at the end of the series will be like undisputedly the strongest characters at the end of the series, with Luffy beating Blackbeard. But yeah, I'm gonna just throw that out there. Y'all could disagree with me, or y'all want to argue in the comments. Tell me in the comments how stupid you think I am. I don't care. Hey, at least comment it. At least put it in the comments. Hey, go ahead. Have at it. I said what I said. But I do think Luffy will eventually be definitively stronger than Kaido. I do think that will happen. I just don't think he is at the moment. It's a lot of stuff that happened. Kaido fought a lot of. He was fighting the Scabbards for a minute. He had to fight all the Supernova for a minute. He fought Yamato. He was fighting nonstop, bro. My man's was worn down, right? He was getting worn down at that point. And Kaido is the type where he tanks attacks. You know what I'm saying? So he's not dodging to and those attacks do wear him down. So he kind of is his own worst enemy in a sense. He's a little too confident in his durability, which ultimately was his downfall. Angel said Kaido is stronger than Luffy, but I don't know about him being the strongest. You don't have to know. Neither of us know, but that's what I'm saying. All right, so coming in at number 3, we got Kaido, the world's strongest creature, with 4,611,100,000. Or hold on, I said that all wrong. 4,611,100,000 berries. All right. So, and then 4th place, we got Big Mama Charlotte Lin, aka O-Lin, with a whopping 4,388,000,000 berry bounties. And at number 5th, coming in at 5th place, we got Red Hair Shanks, the man who motivated the future Pirate King himself and the current inheritor of the Straw Hat. Shanks with a whopping 4,048,900,000 berries. And then at 6th place, which is weird. Hold on. I'm confused. I am confused. Okay, never mind. I had to scroll down real quick. At number 6, which is shocking. I just realized this. I just realized this. Law, Luffy, and Kid are all higher than Blackbeard. That is wild. I just realized. I thought Blackbeard was in the like at least the 4 billions. Bro, I just realized that. That is wild. Wow. That's why I was confused because it says sixth place and I thought it was Blackbeard, but it's not Blackbeard. In sixth place, or tied for sixth place, which I thought Blackbeard was higher. This is ridiculous. Why didn't y'all tell me this? Why does nobody talk about this travesty? This is a travesty, I'm telling y'all. This is a travesty to Blackbeard. For real. This is a travesty. But tied for sixth place, we got for 3 billion berries. We got Trafalgar Law, Monkey D. Luffy, and Eustace Kid. Tied for sixth place, coming in higher than Blackbeard. Y'all see that meme with? There's a meme where there's a guy. He's like, "That's how I feel right now. I feel like that meme, like, bro, it's wild. Like Blackbeard is lower than Luffy and Kid and Law. First off, I don't believe that Kid and Law deserve such a high bounty. Luffy, yes. I would say Kid and Law should have like a 2.2, maybe a 2 billion berry bounty at most. I don't think they should be beating Teach. I don't think Luffy should be lower than Teach. But whatever. They Luffy's a quote unquote Yonko at this point. So okay, I can accept Luffy. I can accept Luffy having a higher bounty than Blackbeard, even though I don't believe that should be the case. But Law and Kid, really? Law and Kid higher than Blackbeard? Bro, that's wild, man. That is wild, bro. But I'm pretty sure whatever Blackbeard does, I'm pretty sure he's going to be back. He's probably going to do something that's going to put him higher. I'm hoping. Blackbeard should not be this low. Like, I don't believe it. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, I guess. You know, we got LaJoy Boy in the building. He says 666 for the Devil Trio. Yeah, I heard people saying that, but it only adds up to. It's not like each of them have 6 billion each though. Like that would make sense. It's more like 333 that equals 16. It equals 16. Oh man. And you say I bet Blackbeard also got new bounty, but they don't want to reveal it outside the story. I can agree with that. He probably does because we know that Blackbeard is making a move on something. We just don't know what move he's making. Whatever that move is, it might potentially give him a higher bounty. So, you know, if he, I feel as though Oda has to correct this with giving Blackbeard a new bounty. He has to. I can't accept Law and Kid not being considered Yonkos having higher bounties than the actual Yonko. You know, an actual Yonko. You know, Luffy. Okay, I get it. The newspaper considers Luffy a Yonko at this point, so it is what it is. Then we got Obscure Hours. Shout out to Obscure Hours and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. He says Blackbeard can destroy Kid and Law. I mean, I have no doubt with that. I agree with that. But you know, when it comes to bounties, it's not always about who's stronger. It's kind of like, you know, what you've done, right? I mean, strength is only part of it, but then it's like, what have you accomplished out there? Or how much of a headache have you caused the world government, right? So, but still, like, I still don't get why they're higher than Blackbeard. All right, so LaJoy Boy says, yeah, we should have a bounty update after this break, so I hope Blackbeard gets a higher bounty. Yes. And speaking of after this break, hey, if he does, don't look. I haven't read the newest chapter. I don't know if it's out. I don't know if they got The scan's out already. I haven't read it yet, so we're talking about everything in here. Don't don't no spoilers, okay? No spoilers. I know most people in the chat, like most people who follow me, probably know that already, but you know, what I mean, no spoilers here. You know, I haven't read the next chapter yet, but yeah. Anyway, so coming in at ninth place, which he should actually be in sixth place. You know, which wouldn't he be in seventh place? I don't get it. I think they mean seventh place. If Luffy, Law, and Kid tied for sixth, Blackbeard should be seventh place. But whatever. It says ninth place. We're just gonna say ninth place. We have Blackbeard, Marshall D Teach with a whopping 2,247,600,000 berry bounties, and I am expecting that to be higher. After this arc, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's doing out there in the world, I expect it. I expect it to be something to make his bounty go up. You know, at least maybe to 4 billion, or at least like 3.5 billion, very least. All right, so now we get into the 10 and over crowd, right? So at number 10 we got Arbor, also known as King. Was it King the Drought? Or no, it's Jack the Drought. Queen the what is it? Queen, he's like the famine or something, and then King. I don't remember his little alias. Somebody let me know in the chat. What is King and Queen's alias? It's like we got Jack the Drought, then we got Queen the not famine, disease or something. I think something to do with diseases. And then King the Wildfire, maybe. I think it's King the Wildfire. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. Angel said Buggy's bounty has been. I hope you just joking, Angel. I hope you ain't really spoiled that Buggy's bounty. I hope you joking, bro. I hope you joking. Buggy's bounty has been confirmed. Is that what? And I'm mad if you did that. I'm mad you posted that. I'm really mad that you typed that. So tell me you joking. Tell me you joking, please. Joy Boy say yeah, no spoilers for sure. Lamo, I actually pointed out the spoilers for Cube to delete in the Discord. Appreciate that. Angel said can't wait for Zoro's Sanji's bounty reveal. And Allison, I think that's, I'm not sure if I said that right. Allison, which welcome to the chat, said the king, the queen, the plague, and you could keep that there. I don't know why you do. That's not a spoiler. Queen the plague. The Joy Boy said King the Wildfire. Angel said it's a joke. Yeah, you bro, don't be joking like that, man. Because I thought that could have really legit been a spoiler, man. But you said Buggy at 4,399,600,000. That would be wild. I know my man's ain't got that much. Come on now. So we got King at 1,390,000,000 berries. Then we got Marco at 1,374,000,000 berries. Then we got Queen at 1,320,000,000 berry bounties at 12th place. Which I'm kind of shocked that he's higher than Katakuri, right? I would have thought all the first commanders would have been at like higher than all the second commanders. And we don't got Ben Beckman, right? We don't know about Ben Beckman. Where does he fall? He could probably have. I would probably say Ben Beckman probably has like a lower bounty than Katakuri. And the reason why I don't think Shanks and his crew really been like causing a lot of chaos in in the world, right? That's not to say Ben Beckman can't be the strongest first commander. I'm not saying that. I just don't think he's as much of a menace to the world as somebody like Queen and King. But if we are going based off of the strongest first commander, I think he might be higher than King. You know what I mean? If that's what we're going with, you know. Um, hey y'all, make sure you guys hit that like button too. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But so coming in at 13, we got my man, Charlotte Katakuri with 1,057,000,000 berries. Bro, I remember when we got his bounty, and it was like the first bounty that we seen in the billions. Bro, that was hype, bro. That was hype when we got Katakuri's bounty. LaJoy Boy said, "You on thin ice, Angel." Almost gave Blunt a heart attack. Right? At least say some LOL. You know what I'm saying? Say some LOL at the end of it. You know what I mean? It's just so I know you joking. The Obscure Hour said Luffy bounty is 100% understandable for his feats and he beat Kaido by himself. He's the son of dragon. He has conquers Haki, took down multiple warlords, and has the Nika Nika fruit, the most feared devil fruit. I mean, I agree. I think it's a little high. Like, he had what was his bounty before? It was like 1.5 billion. I've said before, I think a reasonable number would have been like 2.5 billion for his new bounty. But I think 3 billion is still kind of in the realm of what I would have gave him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little high, but I think it's reasonable. I think giving him like anything like 4 billion, to me, I would have thought that would have been ridiculous. As far as kid and laws, I think theirs is a little ridiculous, cause they was at like I think they was like at 500,000, and now they're at 3 billion. That's like, what? How y'all go from less than a billion to 3 billion? You know what I mean? But I said they should have probably had like 1.5 or 2 billion at most. Angel said Blunt would have been very angry if the joke was true. I mean, if it's true, I'll probably still. Like, come on, what did Buggy do to get that much? Like, come on now. And Obscure Hour said 1.5 billion. Yeah, man, that's wild. But yeah, Luffy's bounty was 1.5. Yeah. Obscure Hour said, if you're able to take down someone who is worth 4.6 billion, it should be at least double. I kind of agree, but I kind of don't, because there was a statement they said somebody said, I think the Marine said, it's like after you reach a billion like a billion berry bounty, like regardless what you do, your bounty doesn't increase by like that significantly. So I kind of agree that it should double, but I probably would have just gave Luffy another billion. Like, he was at 1.5, I would have probably put him at 2.5. You know what I mean? I don't know if I agree with it having to double, but I think it should have been a significant increase. Like Law and Kid, theirs didn't double. There's like freaking they was both at like around 500 million berries. If you would have doubled that, it would have put them in the billions. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't just double. It like doubled and then tripled. So, you know. Yeah, Angel said, bro, Kid and Law got a 6 times increase. Bro, we've never seen that till then. Exactly. Like, And even if you're gonna put them at 3 billion, then you should have put Luffy at 3.5 billion. If you're gonna put Long Kid at 3 billion, they shouldn't tie with Luffy for doing the same thing Luffy did, and Luffy bounty was already higher. That, to me, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm cool. I'm fine with Luffy's bounty. I'm fine with it, but I'm not cool with Long Kid's bounty increase. But all right, let's continue. So Jack, we got 1 billion berry at 14 and 14th place. Jack has 1 billion berries. Oh, I forgot. Jack was the first person we seen with a 1 billion berry bounty, because I think we got his bounty at Zoe, right? It was at Zoe we got Jack's bounty, and yeah, so it was like 1 billion, and we like, oh, you know, and then Katakuri was like the next one, and his was like only 57 million higher. But all right, so at 15th place we got Charlotte Useless Smoothie. She got the will of you. The will of you, useless, because she was useless, and she has yet to be useful. Like, why didn't she was in Wano and she still didn't do anything? Like, she had a second chance. Oda had a second chance to make Charlotte Smoothie useful, and she is still useless. So maybe Oda is saving her. Maybe we'll see her later. I don't know. I'm hoping. You know. Until then, she's gotta say she's useless. Obscure Hour said they beat a Yonko, but it was 2v1, not a 1v1 like what Luffy did. He beat Kaido by himself. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I ain't gonna say he beat him by himself, because there was a lot of variables, but he finished Kaido off by himself. So yes, I do agree with you. You know, where Law and Kid, they finished off Big Mom. You know what I mean? So like, they did less than Luffy. It took two of them to finish off one Yonko, and they started off at a lower bounty, but yet the world government was like, oh, we'll just give them the same bounty as Luffy. Maybe they were just being lazy. I don't know. The Joy Boy says, Smoothie's great to look at, though. I won't deny that. I would not deny that. Miss Longleg, right? In 16th place, we got Charlotte Cracker, who was more useful. Hey, bro, I'm gonna say this: Daifugu and Oven were more useful in Whole Cake Island than Smoothie, and they're not even sweet commanders. Peril Sparrow is more useful. Peril Sparrow has probably been the most active. Peril Sparrow and Katakuri have been the most active Big Mom members that we've seen. You know what I'm saying? Daifuku and Oven were pretty useful as well, and Cracker as well too. But Charlotte Smoothie was a second commander, and she was useless. Let's just be real. Let's be real about that. Angel said they didn't KO the Yonko like Luffy did. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. All right, so coming in at 17th, we got Mr. Paddling. Charlotte Pero Spero. 700 million berries. I feel as though Pero Sparrow might be, I think he could potentially be strong, one of the strongest Big Mom pirates, despite not being a sweet commander. I think he might be sweet commander level. You know, I would probably give that to him. And then Angel said Peril Sparrow was and Katakuri was a scary duo. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, then we got coming in at 18th, we got Sabo with 602 million berries. Then we got Charlotte Snack, the man who got his butt whooped by Aruj. the first Yonko commander that was probably defeated by a supernova. Charlotte Snack at sitting at 600 or 600 million berries. Yeah, 600 million berries, right? And then we got Mr. Donut, and I'm not talking Katakuri, coming in at 20th place. Portgas D Ace sitting at 550 million berries. And Oars Jr., who ties at 20th, right, with 550 million berry bounties as well. Then we got at coming in at 22nd and 22nd place, we got Who's Who with 546 million berries. And then we got at 23rd with 542 million berry is Don Chinjao. Wow, I forgot he was this high, but he was kind of a threat in his day, right? Like he used to oppose Garp, so I would kind of think maybe it would be a little higher, maybe, I don't know, since he was kind of like opposed, like rivaling Garp to a degree, right? But maybe he just didn't do a lot in the world, right? Like maybe he wasn't that much of a menace to have to pose such a high bounty, right? Angel crying. Wow, because I called Ace Mr. Donut. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. All right, 24th place with 510 million berries, we got Ezo. And then 25th, we got Black Maria at 480 million. At 25th, we got Edward Weevil with 480 million. And then at 27th, we got Sasaki at 472 million berries. And then the only revolutionary we've seen thus far, with the highest berries at least, is Bello Betty. That's a lie. Sabo. I almost forgot Sabo. Sabo has the highest of the revolutionaries. Bello Betty, number 2. That's weird. I wonder what she's done to get such a high compared to somebody like Karasu or Morley or Ivankov, right? Ivankov. I would have thought Ivankov would have had like a higher bounty than Bello Betty. I mean, I guess not Kuma, because Kuma got caught, right? Kuma, and he was a warlord for some time, so his whatever his bounty was probably got frozen, and then he gave himself into the world government. Obscure Hour said Ace just like Rengoku. I'm actually not that far in Demon Slayer like that, but I've seen so many jokes about it, so I know what you're talking about. And he said low key, and then he says they both have flame power and they're both donuts. Dang, man, why y'all ragging on Ace, man? Why y'all ragging on Ace? I know I'm sitting here BSing when I'm the one that started it, right? He said so much alike. And then Angel said, nah, Rengoku did it better. Wow. I seen somebody joke, like they was like, I seen like this meme that it had Shanks. It was like, hey, how could Shanks pick up Ace with one arm? Right? Like after Ace died in Marineford, it was like, how could Shanks pick up Ace when he only has one arm? And then there was there was a picture of like a guy like it was somebody carrying a purse. Like they put your hand through the purse and carry Ace like a purse. I thought that was funny. But let's get back to the thing. All right, so in 29th place we got Jinbei at 438 million berries. And then we got Baron Tamago 429 million berries, Alti 400 million berries, Karasu 400 million berries, Pedro 382 million, Scratch Man the Pool 350 million, Capone Beige 350 million, Doflamingo came kind of low, 340 million, but Doflamingo was a warlord. Makes sense. It makes sense. He was a warlord, so his bounty got frozen, you know. So I'm pretty sure that's why, right? I'm pretty sure that's why. Sanji at 300. Sanji and Peckham's tied with 330 million. As well as Cavendish. Zoro, Hawkins, and Gecko Moria all tied for 320 million. It's funny to say that because Sanji is higher than Zoro. At the moment, at least. At the moment. Obscure Hour said, no way he carried Ace like that. That'd be hella disrespectful, right? That'd be hella disrespectful if he carried Ace like that. And we got Lindbergh at 316 million. Oven, which I kind of think Oven and Daifuku should probably be a little higher for the work they be putting in, at 300 million. Caesar Clown at 300 million. Kuma's last bounty was 296 million. Morley 293 million. Page One 290 million. Fisher Tiger 230 million. X Drake 222 million. Psy 210 million. Caribou 210 million, and Squirtle or Squart, whatever, I can't say his name, is also 210 million. And then we got Gold D Usopp at 200 million. Little low if we talking about the god, right? If we talking about the god, Gold D Usopp, maybe a little low there. Maybe a little low, right? Hey, I low-key think Usopp might have like one of the highest bounties in the series by the end. You know, I think his might be in the billions. By the end of the series, we might see Usopp in the billions. Just saying. Just saying. All right, so Killer, who is lower, Killer ties with Usopp, which is a little shocking. At 2, Killer and Bartolomeo both tied with Usopp at 200 million berries. Bellamy at 195 million. Koribo, I think Caribou's brother, 190 million. Orlumbus, 148 million. Jory Bonnie, 140 million. Nicole Robin, 130 million. Which I kind of feel as though Robbins is a little low, right? For her being a survivor of the O'Hara incident and being a Straw Hat as well and being able to read poneglyphs, I would think the world government might have just a little priority for Robin. Just a little more priority. Yeah. Then we got Charlotte Montdor, which I kind of like Charlotte Montdor's Devil Fruit ability, with 120 million. Rouge may be a little low too for him to have beaten a sweet commander. Rouge at 108 million. Bobbin 105 million 500 berries, 500,000 berries. And then we got Dory and Brogy both tying in for 100 million berries. Yeah. Uh Robbins is definitely super low. I definitely agree with that. Obscure. And you say, yeah, that if he you say, yeah, that's if he uses his observation hockey and trains it. Are you talking about Goldie Usopp? Is that what you talking about? Goldie Usopp? If he does that, he'll have a higher bounty. So yeah, I guess you know that's as far as we're pretty much gonna go. But all right, so it says, and there are more characters of note, right? Fierce legends of the era with the dissolution of the seven warlords. A good number of high bounties are set to be reissued. We got Rox D. Zebek, um, Silver's Rayleigh, Monkey D. Dragon, Buggy, Boa Hancock, and Dracula Mihawk. Yeah, I could see Zebek probably, bro. Honestly though, now that I think about it, I can see Zebek possibly having probably the biggest bounty in the like history. I could actually see Zebek. Like I know a lot of people think Dragon might have a higher bounty than Roger, which could be true, right? Which could be true. I could see Zebek having the highest bounty of any character, possibly. Bro, he was like they had to erase this man's existence from history, bro. They had to erase his existence from history. So I would not. The man was trying to be the king of the world, so he was after Eam's spot, bro. He was after Eam Sama. So I can see Zebek having the highest bounty ever. You know what I'm saying? And if we're talking living, if we're talking like living beings, um, I could see Dragon having the highest bounty, possibly. You know, he could potentially have the highest bounty of anybody alive right now. He could even potentially have a higher bounty than Goldie Roger, possibly. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go that far just yet, but it could be like after Rogers, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I think Zebek might have the highest bounty ever, right? Rayleigh, I could see probably his bounty being somewhere up there with like Kaido and Big Mom, right? Shanks. I could see Rayleigh's bounty being that high. Buggy, I could see Buggy touching the billion, honestly, if we being serious. I could see him being in the billions. I don't know if I'll give him what what Angel said, like the 400 billion. But I could see Buggy possibly touching the billion. Boa's probably won't be that big, you know. Maybe like around 500 million, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Give or take another 500 million. So, you know, she could be up. I don't know if I'll give her a billion, but, you know, maybe I'll say around 500 million, right? Mihawk, my dog Mihawk. I don't see Mihawk having a high bounty either. You know, maybe at most in the low billions, at most. Because Mihawk, I don't see him as a pirate. I don't see him going around calls and being a menace to the world government and the Marines and everything. So I think because of that, I don't think, I think Mihawk was the type that just went around to find a challenge, right? He went around accepting challenges and taking on challenges with against strong swordsmen. But I don't think he really was like a menace. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to think about the fact that he was a warlord for however long he was. Like, I don't know how long he was a warlord, but I just know he was a warlord. So whatever bounty he did have probably got frozen in place. You know what I'm saying? And I already don't believe it was low. Unless they give him a new bounty because he's a Shichibukai, right? So it could be a case where like Mihawk and Boa had low bounties at one point, maybe in like the 500 millions. But now, since they're enemies of the world government again, maybe they get like new reissued bounties that are going to be much higher. You know what I'm saying? So Mihawk, let's say, I think he has the potential to be up there with Shanks and Bounty, like Shanks and in like the 4 billions, maybe 3 billions, or I would say Mihawk has the potential to be in the 2 to 4 billions, but I also don't see Mihawk being that high because I don't believe he was that much of a menace. It just depends on how much of a menace Mihawk was to the world, If he was just going around challenging swordsmen and fighting swordsmen, he'll probably have like maybe a somewhere between 500 billion and 1 billion, and that could just because he's powerful, right? But I don't know if I think he's super high. Maybe when he re-gets a bounty, it could be in the billions, but I don't know. I don't know where I would put him. Obscure Hour said, can't wait to see what Shanks could do. Yeah, I think everybody's waiting on that. Shanks, Mihawk, a few others like maybe Roger when we get like a real fighting flashback of him, maybe. And you said, yeah, Usopp, got you. Then you said, I'm gonna be pissed if they give Buggy a high bounty. People don't like. I mean, look, he's a Yonko now. Technically, I say quote unquote because I'm going off of by the newspaper considering him that, So because of that, they may give him a higher bounty. And then Angel said to me, but either between Roger and Whitebeard or higher than Roger. Are you talking Zebek or are you talking Dragon? And then you said Buggy probably got 300 billion and one, 300 billion or 3 billion and one berries. Like he got one berry higher than Luffy. That would be funny. I probably would be against it, but it would be funny. I would probably let it go because it's Buggy. You know what I'm saying? But I'll probably just laugh it off and not take it serious. But it would be a little funny. But in all seriousness, I think that wouldn't be a great thing. That's all I'm gonna say. In all seriousness. Oh, you talking Dragon? Got you. All right, so going down. We get the concept gallery treasure, volume 4. This fourth batch of concept art is all about Gear 5th. Okay, so it said a body with rubber properties of a body with the properties of rubber and an odd dance that made people laugh. We kind of see some of these sketches that look like what we got, right? Look like the art that we got. And here it says Gear 5 concept art. Here shows Luffy striking new gear. Witness the peak of his powers. A dramatic change. These sketches really emphasize the Luffy-ness of the form. All right, we get kind of a little box where it says Zone Awakenings utilizing the power of imagination. Bro, this man really got the power of imagination. That's wild. Luffy's power, it carries risk. Impel down guards already show the drawbacks. The innate nature of the respective animals consumes the zone users. Now that kind of makes me think that really confirms it for me that Luffy is being heavily influenced by the will of the devil fruit, right? By the will of Nika, you know what I mean? So he wasn't the same Luffy that we're used to. Is pretty much all I'm saying, because it's even emphasized saying impel down guards already show the drawbacks. the innate nature of the respective animals consume the zone user. You know, it says it consumes it, right? But I don't think it's gonna consume Luffy though. It says, should it awaken, what will be the fallout? And it says, Sun God Nika, in the past, everyone believed in him. The awaken actually happened in a miracle. A smile that lights up an age. Freedom can really cut loose with this power. And it says, one of the notes, the bottom note said, a few minor notes concerning Nika. A couple of interesting points are mentioned, such as the power of imagination and the drawbacks of zone awakenings. Yeah. So to me, that just confirmed that he was heavily awakened or heavily influenced by the will of the devil fruit, So it's not like it was all Luffy. It was. I'm not saying it wasn't Luffy there, but his will, him, Luffy, who he is, was being influenced by the devil fruit, which I kind of already talked about. Like before we kind of talked about possession, like before we even got the reveal, we talked about the potential of Luffy's body being possessed, or like all that stuff. You know what I mean? Which, yeah, it was debunked for me, but I think there was still something to it. I don't believe that it was all Luffy there, Angel says Zebek probably had a 4,990,000,000 berry bounty, in my opinion. I honestly think it was higher than Roger. I personally do, because they was talking about he was going after the taboos of the world. He wanted to become Pirate King. To me, he seemed worse than Roger and more of a priority for the world government. Bro, the man, Roger, had to protect celestial dragons and their slaves from Zebek. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That man had to have a high bounty. All right, so we see some more sketches. This one says the Gum Gum Fruit, true name, Sun God, Mischievous Awakening, Smile, Giant, Smile. All right. Yeah, these are just some of the sketches for you guys, if y'all interested. All right, going to the next page. It says, how zany these sketches show the unorthodox Gear 5th in action. All right. Yeah, that I was popping out. I said, Luffy said it best himself. Anything's possible now. Gear 5th gives him unparalleled freedom to fight in a way that defies common sense. Even the ones taking his attacks are affected. Yeah, facts. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all get them likes up too. Make sure y'all get them likes up and subscribe if you haven't yet. But all right, so what you guys talking about? It says, Obscure Hour said, you know that time when Luffy used Buggy as a shield to deflect Mihawk's sword, and Mihawk's sword is infused with Haki, and Buggy is a devil fruit. Just saying. In Marineford, the thing about that, right? The thing about that is Buggy is separating his body, right? It separates his body. So when he's actually dodging those slashes, if I remember correctly. Because it's not like Logia. Like if a Logia user, like Smoker, right? His body turns into smoke, but you can still touch the smoke. So if you got Haki and you like punch the smoke, you're still affecting his body. You're still connecting with his body. When Buggy separates, those slashes are completely missing Buggy. Regardless if they got Haki or not, the Haki still has to connect. Like, I guess that's kind of what I get out of it, right? You know, so Buggy's splitting his body. I don't remember them slashes actually connecting with Buggy's body. You could correct me if I'm wrong. You could send me the panels in the Discord if I'm wrong. The Discord, if you're not part of the Discord is in the description box. So you could send that and show me. But or just join the Discord anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember what you're talking about. And the angel said, yeah, Rox was trying to, but didn't. He got defeated 12 years before Roger even found the One Piece. Angel said, no, Buggy's Devil Fruits works like a Logia when it comes to cuts. That's not what we're saying. Okay. What he's saying is the fact that Mihawk's sword attacks were infused with hockey, which we don't know that. We don't know if he was actually using hockey. You know what I'm saying? Because he was slashing at Luffy, but I don't think he was really trying to kill Luffy. You know, if that makes sense. Like he was like, it was kind of like with Zoro. Like Mihawk's the type he would slash you and leave. He would slash you and kind of leave fate to decide, right? Like, but I don't know. I don't think Mihawk was like really trying to kill Luffy. So I don't know if his slashes were infused with hockey. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't think he hates Luffy enough to want to kill him. He was attacking Luffy, but I don't think he was intending to kill him. He was kind of like, look, if these, I'm sending you some avoidable slashes, and if you get hit with them, it's fate. But I'm not like going giving you 100% of trying to kill you. You know, I'm sending some slashes at you that you're capable of surviving. But if you do get hit with them, they could serve some big damage. But even if they were filled with hockey, with Buggy, I don't think they were touching Buggy. I don't know. Again, send me the panels. I don't remember. I don't think they were touching Buggy though. So even if they did have hockey on them, they still didn't make contact with him. If that makes sense. Oh, I thought somebody sent something to me in the Discord. But yeah, let's continue though. But I don't remember. I don't remember the. I have to go back and check it out. All right, so it says his body has the properties of rubber. It adapts on its own. A warrior who spreads laughter and relieves suffering. Slaves in ancient times believed they would be freed by a legendary warrior, sun god Nika. The more he laughs, the stronger he gets. Bro, that's pretty OP, man. To pretty much get stronger based on laughing. That's scary. Going right here, it says a cheeky Luffy expression and draw and back view of his showdown with Kaido. The pure white note might indicate that the coloring of this form was already determined at this point. All right, and then it says, this note said, even the battle-hardened Kaido was surpassed by Gear 5th adaptability. When Luffy sends an enemy flying with this power, a sound effect is heard and stars appear around them. As Kaido said, it's just like a picture book. So you see the pat, pat, tick, 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 tock. Yeah, kind of like little cartoon noises. And then it says many unique details were considered. It seems the eyeball popping and leg swirl dash made the cut. I can't even tell what this sketch is. It just look like a bunch of scribble right here. It says the lightning cladded attacks descends and splits the heaven. The heavens. So I think that's the heaven splitting. I guess so. And then right here it says the Gear 5th super move that finished the mighty Kaido. Kaido's tough hide in hockey made him like an iron wall, but this powerful technique beat him. The concept notes for Gumu Gumu no Badge Barangun included some storyboard like sketches. So that's what it's called, the Barangun. Okay, so it says the sky is Tom, the reverberations can be felt from 1,000 miles away. And then right here it says Hanuman monkey god. So all the theorists who predicted like the monkey god or I mean the Hanuman or what's that other monkey god? The Monkey King or something. I can't remember his name. Everybody who made those theories, again, weren't far off. Y'all weren't far off. And then we see the drums of liberations. Like fireworks, a symbol of liberation, the drums ring out. Okay. So we're kind of past some of those. We're past all the Nika, the Nika Luffy sketches. Obscure Hours says the thing is, even if Mihawk held back his sword, was already imbued with haki, and haki should bypass the effect of the devil fruit user unless the devil fruit haki surpasses the incoming attack. And that's what I'm saying. Buggy wasn't, the slashes weren't hitting Buggy, is what I'm saying. You know, it can't surpass it if it doesn't hit it. That's what I'm saying. Haki can't surpass a devil fruit ability if it doesn't hit it. So with a Logia, say Smoker, right? He goes into his smoke form. That smoke is still his body. The smoke is still his body. So if you punch the smoke, you're still punching his body. Same with Akainu, same with any other Logia user, right? Buggy, on the other hand, he can split his body, right? So when he splits his body, that space right there is not his body. It's just space. It's empty space. So if he splits his body and the slash goes through his that space, it's missing his body. You know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Okay, we got the secret tale. We're unveiling top secret storyboards. The concept storyboards were ultimately cut. So this is the first time the public has had the opportunity to see them. Okay. So we got Tales of Odin 1. Odin and Denjiro. The scene is set 41 years ago. Denjiro, who idolizes Odin, has just returned from being sent to buy a pot. This may have been reworked into the sequence from chapter 960, where Denjiro tricks a merchant into selling him a pot for a half price. So I'm curious what this is. That don't look like Denjiro Oda. Okay, so alright, so it's like ga ha ha ha. Hey, you really got it? You're one resourceful brat. Ah, you noticed. I brought you a pot to make Odin. So okay, so this was like him bringing a pot. I don't know who the woman is. Is that like supposed to be Toki or just another I mean, I would think he didn't meet Toki at this point, so I'm assuming she's just a like an Orion or kind of like what Hiyori was as when she posed under Kamarasaki, right? So I'm assuming she's like an Orion or a geisha or something, you know. And then he's just chilling with a Orion, and then Gerald brings the pot to him. All right, so Tales of Odin 2. So it said we got we see when Kinemon took that mountain guide, the kid of the mountain guide, and it says all I have to do is hand this over to the Kurokoma boss, and pretty much what we got. It says the side note say you don't think boss Kurokoma is trying to use it to crush the Hyogoro family. Then Denjoro's words paint Kurokoma as quite the cunning schemer. And then down here it says Kingpin Kurokoma is a character that was mentioned briefly during Kinemon's story. He was originally slated to be a more prominent rival to Hyogoro. His full name was going to be Kurokoma Kike. In the final version of this tale, we are told that Kurokoma wanted to display the head of the rare white boar as a showpiece, but the storyboard reveals a very different motive. Angel said, "No lie," or hold on. Angel said, "No lie, Buggy must have a quick reaction speed to be able to split his body like that. Man might be stronger than we thought." I mean, we seen Usopp dodge some. We seen Usopp like when you're a cowardly person, when you're cowardly, hey, you could be fast for some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Usopp is super fast against some pretty fast characters. So, and I think that's kind of the gag part of it. You know. Obscure Hour said, "Yeah, Buggy's reaction speed must be real high to be able to dodge all those slashes from Mihawk." And again, I don't think Mihawk was really sending those slashes with killing intent. So I don't think he was putting everything behind him. So I don't think they were his fastest slashes or his strongest slashes. I think those were probably casual slashes that he was sending at him. Like very casual, you know, like he slashed Zoro, right? Like I think Mihawk is capable of holding back, right? He's capable of holding back. That's why I don't think they were imbued. I don't think they were hockey slashes, you know, because I'm trying to think of the moment when he fought Zoro, right, where he slashed him. You know, it's not like I don't think that was a hockey imbued slash. It could have been. Could have been. It's tough to say though. It's tough to say. Uh, then he said, and he was attacked by the admirals too. Kizaru shot a light beam at him, and Buggy was able to dodge as well. Yeah, Kizaru. I mean, Buggy might have observation hockey. Like, let's be serious. He might have observation hockey. If Usopp has observation hockey, I don't see why Buggy couldn't have observation hockey. Angel said, and that was him off guard. Imagine his reaction speed on guard. Man, true. And he said, hey man, those slashes were strong enough for Luffy to think his life was in danger. I mean, I'm not knocking that. I'm saying were they strong? Like, I don't think Mihawk could like inherently like send weak slashes. You know, like a weak Mihawk slash is still strong by like other swordsman standards, right? But I don't think like they were like like I think he probably made him the word that's like capable to dodge. You know, like I think if he sent like a like think about it, right? Think about it. He tried to slash at Whitebeard, right? Remember, he tried to slash at Whitebeard. Jozu had enough time to run and intercept and catch that slash. The slash couldn't have been all that fast. You know what I'm saying? If Jozu ran to intercept the slash. You know what I mean? Jozu's not a faster than light runner. Jozu was not running faster than light. You know what I'm saying? But he was able to run and intercept that slash. So obviously Mihawk's, at a distance, depending on how far he is, it's not like his slashes are like light speed or like just like you can't react to him. You know what I mean? Again, I definitely have to see that scene again though, just to get, more context for Buggy and Luffy and all that. All right, so we get Kingpin Kurokoma. I think I read this already, but I'm going to read it again. Kingpin Kurokoma is a character that was mentioned briefly during Kinemon's story. He was originally stated to be more prominent rival to Hyogoro. His full name was going to be Kurokoma Kike. In the final version of his tale, we are told that Kurokoma wanted to display the head of the rare whiteboard as a showpiece. But this storyboard reveals a different story motive. Right here it says, so he took her hostage. Okay, we read that. We've seen that panel before. And then we get a actual drawing of Kurokoma. Says, the whiteboard was stolen. Yes, boss. Self-appointed overseer of the capital, Kurokoma Kike, Hyogoro's rival. That's right. And then down it says, and we'll get it back from the bastard Kinemon before he arrives to collect. We took a little hostage. The reward money is ours. You're going to get the board back. And we hear, let me go, you guys are the worst. Kinemon won't trade the board for me. And then it says, stop struggling, Otsuru. Your childhood friends, ain't you? He's one seriously crazy punk. And then we see a knock knock. And it says, exactly, he's hopeless. He never listens, and he refused to take things seriously. And then we see the Kurokoma guy says, this is perfect. They say that swapping their young will bring down the wrath of a full-on mountain god. It's our big chance. If we plant the little runt dead body at Hyogoro's family, his family will finally be crushed. These foolish brigands serve me well, but there's no chance I'll actually pay up. They'll serve as bait to draw in the mountain god. Boss Kurokoma, we need to move. And it said, it's on its way here. You've seen it. Oh God, let's capture it ourselves. Angel said, and that was him off guard. Imagine, hey man, those slashes were strong enough. The Whitebeard was long distance attack. Buggy was put in right in front of him. Or the Whitebeard was long distance attack. Buggy. Okay, I got you. Obscure Hour said it clearly shows Mihawk cutting him into pieces. Send it to me send it to me in the Discord. You know, I don't have the panel in front of me, so I'm only going off of what I remember. I'm not the best at remembering things, so you send me the panel, right? Send me the panel in the Discord. And another thing, I said Mihawk probably wasn't using hockey. You know, Mihawk probably wasn't using hockey. But let's continue. All right, Tales of Odin 3. Izo and Kiko Nujuro. Alright, so it says Izo and Kiko Nojuro are siblings. Their father was the head of dancing troupe. He turned to crime and their family ended up losing everything. Odin took him under his wing when he found the two starving street performers. The 4 scrapped storyboards pages fleshed out the details of how they met Odin. The final version narrates this section briefly, mentioning how the villagers coldly ignored their street dances and how the two kids cried. Udon, or upon having some Odin. Also note Odin's bold declaration, life is all about borrowing and lending. In the storyboards, Izo's full name is given as Hanayagi Izo, confirming from the real world, coming from the real world Hanayaga dance school. The final version alters the slightly, and their surnames aren't confirmed. So we got son of Hanayagi, dance master Izo, little brother Kiko Nojuro. All right, let me look at. Look, man. I don't even know why we arguing over Mihawk and Buggy anyway, y'all. This ain't about Mihawk and Buggy. This is about This ain't about Mihawk and Buggy. This is about this road to Laughtale. I'm not gonna keep arguing about Mihawk and Buggy. Like we could debate that in the Discord. I'll watch that later, man. I'll watch that later. And I already said I'll watch that later. I said panels, not the actual video. I'm not watching the whole video. Panels I could look at. I could look at real quick and just see things. You sending me videos, I gotta actually sit here and watch the video. I'm like in the middle of the stream. All right. But I seen what you're talking about. All right, so Ringo Wano. All right, so we kind of get like the I guess a storyboard of them. It says Ringo Wano, there's a fire on such a scary day. How can that be? All right, so we see young brother Hanagaya, or what's his name? Hanayagi. I can't read those. Letters are way too small. But yeah, we kind of see pretty much, it's kind of stuff we already looked at, already seen in the actual story, just slightly different. But yeah, over here it says, like in the storyboards in the middle of Kinemon and Odin's chat around the hot pot, we see Izo and Kiku have suddenly appeared and tucked in. All right. Says apparently they were sons of the traditional dancing school, but when their father was arrested, the family split apart. Oh yeah, we read that already. Okay, so going all the way to the left, it says Fats bound by piping hot Odin, piping hot Odin. Izo and Kiko Nojuro went on to become samurai retainers. They once again shed tears of joy when hearing this request. Everybody did. Izo reuniting with Kiko Nojuro on Onigashima decades after leaving Wano. The bonds of these two siblings had not diminished at all despite their separation. Then we get another, I guess, sketch of Izo and Kiku as kids. Yo, I might have to take a quick break, man. I gotta use the bathroom. So let's take a quick break, real quick. It'll be real quick. Don't go nowhere. I gotta use the bathroom. Let's go. All right, we back. We back. We back. But touching on that whole Mihawk buggy thing, real quick, since I just kind of came back off break, because I mean that's important y'all to talk about it. So I'm gonna just touch on it to give my final thought. Right, give my final thought on here just to wrap a bow on it. Because I did look at the video, and I see they were pretty close. Right, they were pretty close. So I don't necessarily think it was I don't necessarily think it was uh Buggy. I mean, I don't know if I'll say it was Buggy acting that fast because Buggy really has to have a super insane reaction speed. Which, I mean, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I would say if because look, I don't even kind of going at how quick it happened. It's hard to argue that Buggy had an insane reaction speed. I don't think that that's necessarily you. I think it could still be reaction. It could still potentially be the reaction speed of it. But if anything, I just don't think it was a normal slash. It was just a normal slash. It wasn't a hockey imbued slash. It was normal slash. I think that's all it was. And Buggy is kind of like Luffy in a sense, where Luffy he is invulnerable to he's invulnerable to blunt force, like normal blunt force, but he's invulnerable to like cutting, right? So now with hockey he could protect himself from cutting. Unless you imbue it with hockey, then if you imbue it with hockey, then you could probably actually cut Luffy with something sharp. Buggy, on the other hand, is kind of like the opposite, where he's vulnerable to blunt force, but he's kind of like he's kind of invulnerable to slashes, right? So now if you imbue it with hockey and you connect with his body, it I guess it could hurt him. I don't even know if even hockey would like a hockey slash would work on Buggy. Like it might cut him in two, but again, his whole devil fruit is to be able to split, right? So I don't know. Maybe his devil fruit is a lot more OP than we think. You know what I mean? His so as far as Buggy, I don't know, bro. I don't have the answer for that. I'm only just kind of giving you my own opinion on it. I don't know, but just to kind of put that to rest, I'm gonna just say I don't know. I don't believe that hockey was imbued with, or that sword. I don't believe that slash was imbued with hockey. You know what I'm saying? And I think you said something about earlier about Mihawk sword having hockey already in it. I don't think just even if it does, right? Like, cause I know how like dark swords, you and you, they're pretty much made with, um, they're pretty much made by constantly, from what we know, like one of the aspects of it, you gotta constantly imbue your hockey into a sword to blacken it. But that doesn't. I don't think that automatically means that a sword slash itself is going to have hockey in it, especially if the user is not imbuing hockey into that slash. The sword might have innately have hockey imbued in it, but that doesn't mean the slash will. But again, I'm not older. I don't have the answer to these. I'm just only giving you my own interpretation of it, of what I know of things so far. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I kind of don't want to stick to. I'm kind of trying to stay away. I mean, we could talk more about it maybe at the end of the stream, but right now I'm kind of trying to go with the, the road to Laughtale, like what we're talking about. Because we've been talking about this whole Mihawk buggy thing like for a good chunk of this stream at this point. Uh, Obscure Hours said if its buggy reaction has hidden potential. Um, at least we all agree now. Angel said, at least we all agree now. Obscure says, could you imagine Buggy's awakening? Not really. That's hard to imagine, like what an awakened, um, like chop fruit does. Like maybe he could chop himself and create like another Buggy. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Like he could create multiple Buggies. You know what I'm saying? Almost like little shadow clones, and even they could chop. That'd be ridiculous. Like he could create like an endless supply of Buggies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it will work though. I don't know how it will work. That's like it's hard to imagine because I don't know how his type of devil fruit would work. Maybe he could chop other people, right? Without even without a sword or without touching them or anything, he could just chop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know? Angel said she sweet is living proof the Black Blade isn't black because of hockey. I don't I don't think it is living. What do you mean? I don't get what you mean. Cause I'm pretty sure somewhere it was stated um like hockey comes from long term coating your sword with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you constantly coat it with hockey, uh then it turns black from constant exposure of armament hockey or hockey, right? Now, as far as hockey being like black swords being having innately hockey coating on it, like a permanent coating of hockey on it. I If that's what you're saying, I agree with that. But if you're saying like you, I think black swords are created with hockey. I just don't think they have a permanent hockey within them. Like that's what I'm saying. So you're saying that Shishri doesn't have hockey within it. That's what it sounds like you're saying. Because I kind of thought you was using Monet. I thought you was kind of going back to the whole Monet thing. What I'm saying is, in order to create a black sword, you have to constantly imbue it with hockey. You know, and where I was kind of disagreeing with Obscure Hours, I think there was somewhere he says that Mihawk's sword has hockey in it already. So when he was attacking Buggy, they should have the hockey from the sword, even if Mihawk wasn't imbuing the slashes with hockey, I think he was saying that the slashes should have had hockey because of the sword. even if Mihawk wasn't doing it. And that's where I disagree with him. I don't agree that those slashes had hockey imbued in them. Okay, so we agree with each other. Cool. But I do think that hockey, like a black sword, is created from constant uses of hockey. All right, so next we get the tale of Yamato. Yamato and Fugo. These two characters have a mysterious relationship. Yamato says it's been a long time when they met, and Fugo happily obeys the orders he was given, but their past was fleshed out in the storyboard. They're on really friendly terms in this snippet, which shows how Fugo winds up eating a smile to get 4 legs. I didn't know Fugo was a smile devil fruit user. Said this planned scene depicts Fugo invoking Kaido's wrath by eating a smile fruit while at his lowest. He meets Yamato. Alright, so it says, so you ate a smile you weren't supposed to, which made father mad. Fugo, Fugo, Fugo. On top of that, your friends are making fun of your legs now. And since you're stuck like that forever, you feel like you want to die. And it says, Fuga, Fuga. Is that so? I see. And we see him crying. I wonder if it's like, was him being a smile fruit user, is that like part of it? Was that like confirmed, or was that just for the storyboard? I'm curious. All right. So it says Wano's battle in the skies reaches its climax. Its climactic end. A new shogun is born in the land of the samurai. Samurai. All right, so we see Momonosuke, 28-year-old Momonosuke. And it says, and across the world, the dawn draws close. We get some Gorosei action in Eam, Buggy, Blackbeard, Shanks, and some Captain Kidd Law. We see Luffy right here. And then it says, in the next issue of Shonen Jump, the curtain will be raised on the final phase. Bam. And that is the Road to Laughtale, baby. I think this is the final one. I think this is the final Road to Laughtale. I really enjoy it. I hope Oda definitely gives us some more stuff like this as we continue. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of the secrets we get, he can use something like this. He also has the data book, so I guess he doesn't have to go this route, right? But, you know, maybe, because I really enjoyed this because it put a lot of stuff into context. It put a lot of stuff that we already knew into context. You know, kind of like when I talk about Goldie Rogers' timeline. You know, like we know Goldie Rogers did a lot of stuff, you know, and we seen a lot of stuff we did, but I never really actually considered and put in the perspective like the actual timeline of Goldie Rogers' journeys, his timeline, right? And I like that, you know. I thought maybe they could have gave us kind of a recap of Luffy's timeline, but I don't think we need that, right? We don't need that. We kind of experienced it on the journey to following Luffy. So I think Rogers was more needed. It was much more necessary, especially it being Goldie Roger and him being like the catalyst of this whole story, you know. So yeah, that was pretty much the Road to Laughtale, guys. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this whole thing. It didn't give us like any secrets or anything that we like didn't know. I mean, there was some little bombs dropped. There was some things like some ideas that Oda kind of flirted with, and how those ideas still kind of impact the story, right? So, you know, that was good. You know, you guys, now that it's your turn, guys, you let me know what you thought of the whole Laughtale thing. Let me know what you thought of the stream. Did you agree or disagree with some of the stuff I talked about? Um, yeah. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this road to Laughtale? You know, let me know in the comments, right? What stuck out to you most? You know, and that could be in. It doesn't have to be in this volume. It could be in any of the volumes. Uh, but let me know, right? Let me know. And also, y'all, also guys, what are you guys most excited for this next chapter? Like, what are you or let me take that back. What are you looking forward to? You know, when we get back into the chapters, when the manga makes its return. You know, what are your predictions? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. You know, really enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody for stopping through. Angel, D. LaJoy Boy, Obscure Hours, Allison Santos. You know, see, it's some new names that I've been seeing. Some new names. So, you know, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. You know, unless it's like Elson, because I know Elson always, or not Elson, but some of my subscribers be changing y'all names, so it could be somebody who already subscribed. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, I'm out of here. Tomorrow, we will be doing the Berserk read through. I think tomorrow is chapter 3. So we will be back tomorrow with some Berserk action, you know. So anybody who likes Berserk or is trying to get into it, if you're trying to get into Berserk, I'm on chapter 3. I think it's chapter 3. I think it's called. It's like, so I think it's like ABC. I think it's like C0 or something, depending on the site you use. C0, but it's technically chapter 3, right? We read the first 2 chapters. Tomorrow's chapter 3. So y'all catch up and we can read chapter 3 tomorrow. As far as One Piece content, I don't know what I'm gonna do next stream. I might do a reaction video, but I might not. I'm kind of starting to steer away from doing reaction videos. I might do like one every week or something. I don't know yet, but I'm trying to do other stuff. We did a tier stream yesterday, so go back and check that out if you missed it. And yeah, anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, hit that bell for notification. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also follow me on Twitch. I will be moving my live streams over to Twitch. So if you wanna watch me live, follow me on Twitch. I still will be posting here on YouTube. I'll probably be posting like shorter edited versions of my Twitch streams. So for people who can't make who can't make my live streams, or maybe my live streams are too long, YouTube will still be your best bet. Also, if you're looking for a community, make sure you join the Discord or join join the Facebook group. All of these will be linked in the description box below. So y'all make sure y'all hit that up, right? Anyway, y'all, it's your boy Sean P, the Bluff Guy, and now I'm out of here. Peace.